Promising stars who fell off the map. These stars were huge in the 90s and 2000s, but decided to leave acting behind. Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Starstruck Mini, and today we'll be taking a look at celebs who fell off the map. Stay tuned and find out which celebs fell off the map because they no longer wanted fame. They wanted to finish their education or fell into the dark hole of fame. Mischa Barton. Mischa Barton has been acting since she was a child. As a kid in the industry, she was in The Sixth Sense and Notting Hill, which are major films for any actress. As she got older, she landed the coveted gig of Marissa Cooper in The OC, which made her a star with fans almost overnight. However, once The OC ended, where did Mischa go? She did a few roles through the years, but nothing memorable. As of lately, she's been on the hills, new beginnings as herself. But it seemed like an odd role to take as a serious actress. Amanda Bynes. We can't talk about stars who had it all and seemingly lost it overnight without mentioning Amanda Bynes. Bynes was America's sweetheart and a real gem in the Nickelodeon world. She was every child's role model in the 90s and 2000s. As Amanda grew older, acting became less of a priority for her, and she decided to focus on school. Thanks to Twitter, however, her fans realized that Amanda was becoming unhinged. With a rap sheet of run-ins with the law and unsavory things being said, Amanda's empire fell apart. Luckily, she's getting the help she needs in 2020, but she's no longer the actress she once was. Frankie Muniz. Similar to Amanda Bynes, Frankie Muniz was her male counterpart. He was talented, funny, and a sweet role model for kids. He was most known for his time on Malcolm in the Middle, Agent Cody Banks, and Disney's Miracle in Lane 2. He did a variety of different roles since then, but nothing stuck. According to his IMDb, however, it appears he has two upcoming projects, Road to Capri and Hot Bath and a Stiff Drink too. Mara Wilson. Mara Wilson made the big time when she was cast as Matilda in Matilda. She was also in Mrs. Doubtfire, Miracle on 34th Street, and Thomas and the Magic Railroad. As a child, she was in some of the best films of the 90s, but by the time 2000 came, Mara was in fewer and fewer projects. Did she lose her childlike cuteness? As it turned out, Mara quit acting for a short time because of the pressure. She wrote a book titled Where Am I Now? True stories of girlhood and accidental fame and admitted Hollywood, and its idea of perfection became too much for her. Thankfully, it looks like she's making a small comeback after filming Big Hero 6, the series. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Who wasn't obsessed with Jonathan Taylor Thomas in the 90s and early 2000s? He was the voice of young Simba in The Lion King. For crying out loud, JTT was in some iconic holiday films like I'll Be Home for Christmas, and later starred in Home Improvement with Tim Allen. He continued in some pretty notable works like 8 Simple Rules, The Wild Thornberrys, and Last Man Standing, but hasn't been in a movie or show since 2015. Tara Reid. Tara Reid used to be Hollywood's it girl. With blonde hair and blue eyes, she was gorgeous and totally fit the funny pretty girl type on film. She made a splash in American Pie, Van Wilder, Party Liaison, Scrubs, and more. However, at the time of her blow up in Hollywood, she was seen partying more and more and became less credible in Hollywood. She started making her comeback around 2015, but nothing that really made her the star she once was. According to her IMDb, she has some projects in motion for 2020 and beyond. Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze Jr. was everyone's dreamboat when he made it big. From She's All That to I Still Know What You Did Last Summer to Down to You. Freddie Prinze Jr. was everywhere. In the mid-2000s, Freddie made small appearances in movies and shows, but nothing as star-worthy as his time at the beginning of his career. As it turns out, he took a break to focus on being a husband and a dad, and found his love for cooking along the way. He has been dabbling in other projects as of late, including Punky Brewster, which is in post-production. Alicia Silverstone. Alicia Silverstone is most known for her time on the film Clueless. Her comedic timing and acting were totally on point and made Alicia a star in no time. She then went on to become Batgirl in Batman and Robin, Eve in Blast from the Past, and Sharon in the TV show Braceface. After filming Batman and Robin, Alicia said that Hollywood's obsession with looks and weight took a toll on her and her love for acting fell apart. After having her son, Alicia continues to act sporadically. Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett made it big in 2001's Pearl Harbor. He was incredibly talented and handsome to match. After Pearl Harbor made him a star, he went in to star in O, Black Hawk Down, and 40 Days and 40 Nights. Sadly, after 2007, Hollywood lost touch with Josh Hartnett. He still appeared in smaller roles, but he said that he thought Hollywood was an unhealthy environment. As an artist, he never had the time to take his time with roles, and fame became overbearing. He has dived back into the acting world with movies and shows lined up for 2020 and 2021. Lalaine. Simply known as Lalaine, fans came to love her for her time on Lizzie McGuire as Miranda. She wasn't just Lizzie's best friend, she was every viewer's best friend. In 2003, she was in a few episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and she even made a cameo in Emma Stone's Easy A. But after 2015, Lalaine disappeared for a bit. In 2007, the actress had a run-in with the law, but she agreed to be part of the Lizzie McGuire reboot in 2020. Thanks for watching.